Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as we get ready for the quickest and fastest indoor motorsports machines in the world, the USHRA Association Super Modified Mud Racers. Battling on an 80-foot mud racing pit with only 80 feet in which to stop or you get disqualified is the national elapsed time record holder, Jeff Acker, in the Insanity supercharged Chevy-powered roadster out of Milwaukee. He'll set the pace for qualifying for a 4-car field. On the brakes hard, Insanity it is. Acker stops within 2 feet of the 80-foot disqualification mark. Full throttle right to the finish line, then hard on the brakes. The elapsed time for the Insanity Roadster, 1.860 seconds. That'll get him the #1 spot. The next machine on the line, the brand new winged Dragonfly of Todd Rovet. The supercharged Chevy-powered Love Truck lines up. The disqualification banner. We're talking about a DQ by less than 6 inches. Robat throws away the quickest run of his life at 1.81 seconds. And look at him in the cockpit. He knew exactly what happened. A disqualification throws him out. Larry Jarrett in the locomotion, 2-time winner of this event, may well be the killer. The Perry, Oklahoma-based supercharged Chevy is always tough. He holds the track record at 183. On the brakes again, Jarrett way out of bounds, and the second straight disqualification, as stopping appears to be a bigger problem than acceleration. Watch the wheels up launch. Full power to the finish line, then hard on the brakes. Jarrett throws away a 1.81 second run himself. It would have been another new track record and #1 qualifier. But he's history. That'll bring out Melvin Brown's Blue Max out of the state of Ohio, one of 2 different machines that he campaigns. This one, a nitrous oxide injected Jeep funny car.
Like up the crew they campaign.
Brown hits the binders, and he'll stop in time. No disqualification here. The Blue Max Jeep, 2.15 seconds, and that'll qualify him right now for the 4-car field. On the replay, you can see a decent amount of traction, but apparently Melvin Brown was feathering the throttle at the finish line. That's exactly what he wanted. Arms outstretched. He wanted to stay in bounds. The #2 team in the 1989 World Championship Series, it's the Sturken brothers from Holland, Michigan, and their supercharged Chevy Love truck called Ground Zero. A small block Chevy engine, one of the more powerful in the sport in this vehicle. And major problems for Sturken, and you get a good look at just how deep that 80-foot long pit is, 36 inches. And when you lose power, you go down like the Titanic. The finish line timers stop the machine on the run nonetheless at 2.40 seconds. The next machine up, Todd Marion's beautiful Expect No Mercy supercharged Jeep CJ. This one is tough. Marion hard on the brakes, and he'll stop it within 5 feet. The independent from the Midwest, 2.06 seconds for another small block GM-powered machine, and that will give us a bump spot now of 2.40 seconds. That's the number that any other driver will have to eclipse to get into the 4-car field. Marion seems happy with the 2.06 second run, but here's Tony Ferrotti out of Detroit, Michigan. The Let's Boogie supercharged winged street roadster, a Ford from the 1927 model year. He stops it in time. 2,000 horsepower put to perfect use. Ferrotti in the Let's Boogie, 1.89 seconds. That will give him the #2 qualifying spot. An incredible run for the Detroit campaigner. He won't have to worry about engine damage. That's merely steam coming off the hot exhaust headers after that wet mud gets all over him. So right now, it'll put Melvin Brown, number 4 in this field of the Blue Max at 2.15 seconds. But coming up to the starting line, another driver with more than enough power. Past world record holder, many-time national event winner, and number 2 in the world last year, Jim Weber from Milwaukee in the American-made supercharged Chevy-powered mud racer. A great run. Can he stop it? He does with no problems. A great pass for Weber, and he knows at full throttle to the finish line. The elapsed time, 1.83 seconds. 1.830 seconds will take the pole and tie Larry Jarrett's existing track elapsed time record. Weber has got to be thrilled with that one. Rick Brickeye, in the meantime, with the just passing through fuel-injected Jeep Funny is next. Brakes hard. He'll stop in time, but the machine did not appear to have the power up the starting line it needed. The elapsed time, 2.27 seconds. You can see tires spin off the starting line. That was the problem. Brickeye had the power. He just couldn't get it to the starting line mud. And that means that anybody coming up behind these guys is going to have a tough time getting in. But right now, the number 1 spot goes to Jim Weber in the American-made at 1.83 seconds. It takes a 2:06.9 just to qualify. Todd Marion's on the bump. That brings up this week's Power Drive. If you think the mud action is wild, you should have seen the man who currently holds the world elapsed time record at 1.683 seconds. Jeff Backer in the Insanity at New York's Nassau Coliseum. He proved that record run was no fluke 2 weeks later by backing it up with this 1.687 second run. He is without a doubt the quickest mud racer in the world.
Power Drive is brought to you by Fruit, the essence of man. Come on, put it on.